Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel Dust Temple after a long pause. Today, the topic that I have chosen is the power of letting go. And I would love to give a due credit to one of the beautiful persons that I know, Suma Verghese, whose article I came across recently on letting go. And this is what I'm going to share with you all today. So there is a beautiful quote that Suma Verghese has written. Forgiveness helps us emerge whole from our wounded past and return to the business of our lives with renewed energy, wisdom, and peace. It is the bottleneck through which we must pass to reclaim our happiness and health. Beautiful. Let us go on a journey, you and I. The journey begins with a universal reality, a hurt. Someone or something has hurt us. It may be small hurt or it may be an unbearably grievous one. No matter, the process is the same. We humans are born with tender, fragile psyches, and in the course of living, our psyches invariably ends up with cuts, bruises, gashes, and other injuries. In the battle of life, we are all wounded soldiers, bleeding internally and often silently. Accumulated hurt is karma, which leads to inner death. With the heart dead, you move away from everybody. You lose all the joy of life. These hurts also manifest as problems in the external world. Hurt once experienced needs to be healed. It will not go away on its own. To heal our hurts, we need to smoothen the grooves that they have carved in our consciousness and return to freedom. What stops us from not forgiving? Not forgiving makes us feel righteous and gives us power over the other. We hold on to our pain because it identifies who we are. It gives us an excuse for behaving the way we do. It has become such a familiar feeling that regardless of its self-destructive nature, we cannot let it go. Yet let it go we must if we want to move forward. At this stage, we need to have patience with ourselves. It takes time to forgive, and it is okay not to forgive. The time will come when you will want to. Until then, the more you try, the less you are actually able to, and the guilt will further cripple your progress. How then do we move forwards or towards forgiveness? There comes a time when we are no longer willing to pay the price of unhappiness, when we tire of having our minds and hearts dogged with anger, hate, and hurt. Recognize that unforgiveness actually gives enormous power to the offenders. They take possession of our minds and other spaces. We think of them obsessively. Anything we see or do reminds us of them or the hurt they did to us. Prolonged lack of forgiveness can have many repercussions for us at the mental and physical level. Our freedom is infringed and our very nature tainted by its existence. It can ruin our lives. At the physical level, lack of forgiveness can lead to grave consequences. Louise Hay, in her book You Can Heal Your Life, says, I believe we create every so called illness in our body. She adds, cancer is a disease caused by deep resentment held for a long time until it literally eats away at the body. By not forgiving, we constrict our heart chakras, thereby constricting the flow of love. When we forgive, we can actually feel a lightness in the heart chakra, and even the flow of love within us quickens. Spiritually, too, the inability to forgive will debar us from further growth. We have no option but to flush out every last smidgen of conditioning lurking in our system if we want to attain freedom, joy, and peace. It is when we see and deeply experience the harm that our anger, hurt, and resentment cause that we begin the movement to forgive. Forgiveness is not something that we do for others. It is something done for our own selves, for our own inner peace, for our own higher good. A movement towards forgiveness is also facilitated through a growth in consciousness. Albert Einstein once said, we cannot solve a problem at the same level of consciousness which gave rise to the problem. This is especially true of forgiveness. No one is free from the law of karma. It is crucial to understand that forgiveness does not mean we absolve someone of their karma. That is God's role. And it is not that we have the power to play even if we wanted to. Forgiving somebody is nurturing yourself. All hurt is an internal affair caused by our life experiences and the belief systems formed through them. When we blame others for it, we tend to externalize the problem, which drains us of the energy to handle it. Believe that we have a divine destiny to fulfill, and everything in life is a lesson on this journey to destiny. The love for self has a great part to play in our forgiveness journey, for it is only when we truly love ourselves that we can find an inner sanctuary that gives us the strength and stability to engage with the world without being affected by it. Only when we love ourselves can we free ourselves of the emotional, physical, and psychological needs that tie us to others. Once free of the other, it is much easier to come to terms with their past behavior. Forgiveness cannot be practiced as a policy. It is an experience of peace when you fully overcome hurt, when fully experienced pain turns into joy. That is forgiveness. When we forgive, we blossom. As long as others hold our strings and can jerk us about, our freedom is only conditional. Eckhart Tolle echoes this statement when he says, forgiveness is to offer no resistance to life, to allow life to live through you. The alternatives are pain and suffering. The moment you truly forgive, you have reclaimed your powers from the mind. Non forgiveness is the very nature of the mind. It is possible through patient inner work to reach a stage when the mind is under our control and therefore incapable of reactive thinking. Then, no matter what the circumstances or situations, we will maintain our peace and balance. No one and nothing has the power to disturb me. We are free, unconditionally free. We have a long way, you and I. We have traveled from hurt to experiencing hurt, to forgiving, and finally to transcending the mind that conceives hurt. This is a journey all souls must take in order to fulfill our ultimate purpose of life, to reach the abode of love, peace, and joy, where nothing and no one can disturb us, and where hurt will not impose its smudgy footprints. Have a beautiful, forgiving life for yourself and for others. Thank you. Bless you all.